Plenty of stocks to watch today following earnings and with upcoming earnings from Priceline. Joining us now is James Rameli of KeeneLaMarket.com. Good morning, James.
Good morning.
Let's start with Priceline. What is your expectation? This stock is getting close to $1,000.
It is getting close to $1,000. It actually made a new 52-week high on Tuesday around $940 and then found some sellers. Now, we saw Expedia stock get crushed on earnings here, but I think Priceline is a much stronger story. The stock has rallied 6 out of the past 8 quarters on earnings. It's a high-flying stock, though. They're implying a $53 move between now and Friday's close, so it's going to be a mover here. I'm looking to get long Priceline with an upside target around $980 by this Friday's close, which is where the options market is implying it's going to close.
What about Groupon? What do you think the fallout will look like today for Groupon?
Right, so Groupon reported better than expected earnings. It'll be really interesting to see if sellers come into the market and try to hit Groupon up at these elevated levels here. The thing about Groupon is I think they have a terrible business model. 50% of all merchants that do a Groupon will never do another one again. They have a terrible retention rate, and I still think that the stock is a sell. They have big competitors like Amazon getting more aggressive in the daily deals space. I think it's going to be very difficult for Groupon to compete against those players.
Would you short the stock or just stay away from it completely?
I would be playing the stock flat to short. I would definitely not be taking any longs here. I think maybe this would be a good sell up here. I could look to short the stock. I definitely do not want to be taking any longs.
Now, what about Tesla? The shares rose immediately off of earnings after the close last night. But there's some calls out there that it may be time to short Tesla off of this earnings news. What do you think? Would you short this big stock?
I wouldn't short Tesla here, and for one reason. It's because it's a heavily shorted name. And with the short squeeze in play, I don't want to be taking a short position. I think it's too dangerous on a risk versus reward basis.
Would you own this stock long by any chance?
If I were to own the stock long, I would do it through options and have a well-defined risk versus reward setup here. Maybe buying out of the money calls, less capital intensive, less risk, and a really good way to take a long view on Tesla.
Thanks for all that, James. Thanks again.
Thank you.